Today is Sunday, April the 28th, 2002. This is an interview between Beth Turner and Fred Turner. How long have you lived in Carroll County?
I moved here in, let's see, I've been in here since I was 11 years old.
How old are you now?
86. I will be in a few days.
What did your family do for fun or entertainment when you were little? What'd you do for fun? What'd y'all do?
Farming.
Well, like,
Recreation.
what'd you do for recreation?
Did you go anywhere?
We didn't have much of that. Kids played on a slide hill or something. In the woods around the house. We had a hill. We were gonna sled down some of them, and then we had some truck wagons. We made them out of wooden wheel and ride down them things. Just, we didn't have much company. Just us kids played together at home.
How long have you had electricity?
Huh?
How long have you had electricity?
1947, October, right here in Carroll County. I didn't even know there was none till I went to.
How'd you have light without electricity? I mean, before electricity come along, what'd you do?
I had lamps.
Lamp. What kind of lamp? What
Kerosene lamp.
How old were you when you began using motor vehicles? Like when you had a car, or truck, or tractor, or something?
Oh,
when was the first time you ever seen one, got to use it?
Oh, my daddy had a 23 model T-model, and that's the first that I ever drove. 1923 model.
Do you remember the Depression?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Oh, it did like starvation. You couldn't make but $1 a day if you could get a job. And another thing is they were scattered. Some of them pay you 50 cents and you go work a day. Yeah. But you didn't get much work. The way we lived and we raised it, we killed about 2 or 3 good hogs, kept a good milk cow, and we raised our corn. Raised the wheat and made flour. We were on a 4-horse farm over there. 4-mule farm, 9 acres, and we had some tenants on the farm. In '32, my daddy made a crop. And that fall, he said, we didn't do too good this year. I said, why? He said, well, all the hands paid up what they used, only for fertilizer supply. And I said, well, how much we have in the crop? He said, $500 and some few dollars. He said, I got all the money back. I said, we didn't make no profit at all, no. I said, we just well to quit. He said, we'll starve to death. You got to do what we're doing. We got our meat, milk cow and all. Here, and the mule, and plenty of feed, plenty of corn. You couldn't find a job. And the soil plant started in about 1933. And lots of them went to work up there, and they made, I believe it was $2 a day, winter or so.
How much does a candy bar cost?
Nickel.
Nickel?
Yeah. And Coca-Cola was a nickel. But honey, I had grown for I know they made them things. Yeah. We had a peddler that drove a wagon, come down yonder, took Nancy, come from Graham, and he drove a 2-horse wagon with a pair of mules to it, and he blew a whistle, ruffle his whistle before we get to the hour. And he's, how much a box of crackers was then, a square 4-pack?
How much?
Quarter. You know how much brine sausage was?
How much?
3 for a quarter. And potted meat, you know how much it was?
Right.
Nickel box of 6 for a quarter. Right there you don't want a peddler's wagon. Honey, and I'm telling you, that's the best potted meat you ever eat. I wish I had a box. I do. It's about the next junk you get now. It's pure meat. You know what potted meat is?
Yeah.
Honey, you ain't never seen none as good as that one. We can get Mama to sell some eggs, penny a piece. You know how much that be a dozen?
How much?
12 cents. Penny a piece, you ought to think of that. 100 eggs bring $1.
How does this thing food?
And we tell Mama we'd be picking cotton in the fall, you know. Us kids, and Mama, you get us some potted meat, blind sausage, and a box of crackers. That costs, you know, 25, 3 binders, and get 6 of potted meat for a quarter. That's 50 cents. Box of crackers a quarter. That'd be 75 cents. She had 100 eggs, she could buy them and have a quarter left, see?
Do you think we really landed on the moon?
Huh?
Do you think we landed on the moon?
Landed on the moon.
Uh-huh.
Do you?
I think we did.
You do?
Uh-huh.
I don't believe that. I've heard that all my life. I don't believe it now. Do you? Huh?
I believe it, you know.
You do?
But that's okay if you don't. You know.
Huh?
It's okay if you don't. A lot of people don't believe it.
Well, I didn't believe that Foggy jumped and then went to the moon and got a good painting the rest of the day. I don't know. The first airplane I was thing over yonder where I was born and raised, and I was about 8 years old. That thing went over one morning, up the morning a little while, going where? I didn't know what it was. It looked like a fish. Yeah, up there. Hey, if I'd had a gun, I'd shot it if I was a kid. Yeah. I'll tell you, there wasn't nothing like that running much then.
How did y'all travel?
In a wagon and buggy. Yeah. Up until about 1920, 23 along there. 1920. Might have been 25, walking about a 2 miles. Had to crank it by hand, one more start on it.
How'd you keep your food good without refrigerator, without electricity?
Well, that's a good thought. You had to either keep it warm in the stove, like I tell you cook for dinner, they silent hot water overnight. Yeah. We had a wood stove, you put a piece of wood in there along. In the evening, just go outside in the shade and let it stay warm, see? And you know what we do with milk? Change the water. Draw water and put it in a tub. And us boys decided we'd get a little smart. We dug a well 12 foot deep. Just like a round well y'all filled up. Okay, 12 foot deep. And we decided after we got it dug, it tastes like clay. And we put us about that high floor, you know, and let that milk down in there and put a curve on it. And we let out 4 jugs of milk, gallon, and in a bucket. Old ropes, something let them down there. And Daddy come along there and he said, "You boys doing this, wasting your time." He fussed on it, but we dug that well, you know, 12 foot. And it just cool in there, and put a top on it. You know, there's top on this and out here. Yeah. And you know what? He went to putting fish in there, and they still weak. Just fresh fish, and he got him up a jug. He fished and basted, catch catfish, and he went and put a. Well, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm gonna fix these fish, see if it won't keep. Put a little salt on them in the can. Half a gallon can. I might have had 2 of them in one bucket. See, old bucket. And by the way, that fish this is good a week for me as it was when you put them in this is cool. Do you know a well was cool down in there?
Yeah, the ground's cold. Yeah.
Okay. Now we had it about 12 foot deep. He fussed on it. He just didn't pay no attention. We got out there one morning and dug that thing well, right out from about as far in the gas tank from the porch in the backyard. You could churn milk. Some of us boys had to stay around and help Mama do these jobs and change that water in the wash tub. on the porch in the shade, and we fill it up with fresh water, pour out the mule trough. You know, we had mule had water, and we put that fresh water in there, take old bed quilt and spread over. Then it buck up. I seen buttermilk be bucked up as thick as ice cream. You have never seen that? Make her some buttermilk, just set it out here and see it buck up. I mind you have to keep a lid loose on it, or it'd boil out that jug. Yeah.
How'd you communicate with your other family members? Like, if you didn't have a telephone, like your aunts and stuff, did y'all communicate? Like, if y'all...
Oh, you go see by once, two or three times a month or something. Yeah. A postcard was a penny then, and no matter it was 3 cents. You could drop a postcard and get an answer in a few days. Mailman went around when we lived in Alabama down until we moved. He had a horse and buggy carrying the mail. Yeah. He'd drive up just before you get to the bar. Oh, that dang horse just slide up there. He put the mail in there and seal back and skunk. He's gone. Trot. George down. You come out of the battle. Yeah. He's a curious old man. He'd start the horse off. Us boys would be off somewhere where he couldn't see us from the mailbox on the road. Holler, whoa. And he'd stop. He said, you damn boy, shut up. That horse stopped just like that. What are you all laughing at me for? Huh? Thinking that old man, he didn't like it. And he'd get mad with his wife. His wife was named Moira down. And he lived in Biden, right there in Biden. He'd come in, you know, when he had a farm up here on the highway down the creek, good land. And he'd wear his white shirt and tie over the plow. And she'd raise sand. He said, it won't hurt none. The plow with his tie and white shirt on this day. It worse you'd have to watch.
What do you think about computers and telephones and all that? I mean, is it unusual to have it? I mean, since you didn't have it back then? I mean,
you can make out about it. You could. Yeah. Absolutely.
What's something you wish that, what's something you wish we didn't have? I mean, that, like, do you wish there was something that technology wouldn't have made so we could just kept it the old way?
Well, it's been hard to go. There's too many folks in the world now. You didn't have a neighbor, might be for him to Butler house. Wouldn't be nobody around, you know. And lots of them rode horseback, saddle. They wanted to run over yonder and see about somebody, they'd find something or somebody, they'd ride that. I'll tell you what, hey, the funny thing is old man Ward lived on the creek down there, way down this creek, off the road. And him and his wife's sister, she's owed, I believe, $8 a month. Her husband got killed in Civil War. $8 a month. But $8 is big as 1,000 now. Yeah. Yeah. And he went over here in Alabama and used to be a government steel up here where the skating ring is. I didn't know that when I heard it after I got bigger. They made whiskey in the government and they allowed to sell it to people. Make it there. As a steel. And just kept making it, you know, and it's legal to sell it. They had government stamp put on. Old man Tom Ward been over one day and he going back the road and he went over and got him a gallon of liquor and had it in a deep sack. You know what that is. On his shoulder toting, and Olson lived on the road over there toward where Bill Cofield lived. He's coming from up yonder through there, you know. And them sons, what you got in that sack? He said, cats. Just kept walking. Here's a gallon of liquor. They know what it was. It was about Christmas. I could see the print of it. And he said, they said, up Tom. Says, what you got in that sack? He said, cats. Said he never did check, just kept walking.
Oh, wow.
They could see the print of the liquor, you know. Here's a gallon. And they tell that in that land. That old man didn't want them fool with liquor, did he?
I guess not.
Nah, he lucky he got enough money. I don't mind it cost much, yeah. My daddy said he knows that when they had it there, he bought it there. But that was before my day.
Well, even though you have a tractor now, even though you have a tractor, why do you still plow with Charlie sometimes? Why do you like plowing with the mule? Why did you?
We had to. There wasn't no tractors on the farm.
What about now, though?
Well,
Even though you do sometimes, even though you have a tractor, you do now. Why do you?
tractor.
Why do you plow with a mule even though you have a tractor?
Well, I don't care about plowing a mule anymore. I give out to the walking. I plow a tractor. I didn't plow a mule last year about a half a day. He's for sale, you want to buy it? Well, I don't know. I plowed out at Taylor's the other day. I got Taylor's that high down there. Yep, for him. But I'll tell you, you got to walk all day after the mule. I walked after the mule all day. Turn up to a weak foot and get to the house about half an hour of the sun and be at the house. I built, that's my job. I went to milking when I was 8 years old. And some of them feed the mule and water them. And I got my milking done. I go out, take a bath, and wash. We washed in the tub and so forth. There wasn't no bathtub. And if you wanted your water not to be too cold, just throw you half a tub full and set it out there in the sun, warm plow. Night come, you have more water. You thought of that? Well, you know, in the summertime it'd be hot. Okay, we didn't have no hot water heater. No, had to heat it on the kettle. You couldn't build a fire to heat water.
Well, what would be your words of wisdom for kids today? If you could tell kids one thing, what would you tell them?
They'd think you lying. They wouldn't believe you.
What would you tell them, though?
Huh?
What would you tell them?
What words of wisdom?
What would you tell them that you've learned through your life? Learn in your life. What have you learned? What's wisdom? What's some wisdom you have? What would you tell them?
I don't know what. I don't know how to answer that. I didn't go to school. I didn't finish school. But I reckon the Lord gives folks like that enough knowledge to take care of themselves. Have you thought about it? I know how to operate and couldn't nobody beat down there. You know what I mean? I worked 2 hours a day like him, 32, Sun Road, cut salt, sun up till night. Make $11, work Saturday dinner. And we go to the store. I'd come in home at dinner and my let's see, we had 42 London, Calvin, and Pete. I don't know where's another. Yeah, I don't get it. And we go to town, get a little coffee, a little soda or something. I put $5 worth of gas in that A-Mile while I was at the store in town. You get is 20 cents a gallon. 5 gallons on that thing another week till we went back to town. At A-Mile, 4-cylinder. You can't believe all that, can you? Huh? Make $11 in 5 days and a half. That's what I draw at dinner on Saturday. Come home. Clean up and we go to town. I had a crop, but that was in the summer when it was hot. And I'll tell you something else I've done. Hang up a bridge on the wall somewhere, on a nail or something. Has as much sweat and roll in the bone where you couldn't. You had to have a fire every day. It'd be so still if you laid them down on where you couldn't get in them, hang them up where it'd be straight. You ain't never heard of that joke, had you? You know what I carried for lunch?
What?
I'd get up and milk and weigh it twice. Meat or sausage. We had hog meat. And then she'd fry 3 or 4 iced potatoes. And put me 4 or 5 biscuits in that bag. And I leave in the car and I eat dinner. You live. I went to sawmill and carried me a quart of sweet milk and sat in the branch where there's a sawmill right close to it. Up left of John, I was making $2.50 a day, running the edges in. And I'd carry me a quart of sweet milk and sit in the branch. At one side, right, and it'd be cool, you know. And I drank that quart of milk. If I didn't eat on my lunch, I'd drink that milk. But it's good for you. But we had plenty of milk. We never did hurt for milk and butter here and all them young'uns. That's what it was. Yeah, and bread. You can raise a family on milk and bread. And meat, cheese, hogs. We used to kill 3 or 4 hogs every Thanksgiving. Yeah. Well, we didn't know what canned sausage is. I hope my mama, we have us for it. And we patty them sausage, grind them up, you know, the meat. And the next day we patty. It running, you didn't now freeze there, you know. It'd be in the winter, big cold weather. And we'd make patty. Had a little wooden stove, and we'd fill up 2 or 3 skillets. That was what I was there. And when you can the quart, you pour the grease out of that skillet over to cover them up. And full of patty sausage. And when you tighten the lid on that, just turn it bottoms up. And I found out later what that was for. You know why you turn it bottoms up? For that grease go down there and it's sealed. And you could eat them sausage 4th of July, young, and they're the best sausage you ever seen. Kill it in November. And we had meat year around, you know. Yeah. But I thought I'd get me some cannon one today, just for a few dollars. You gonna run over here? It suits me.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Huh?
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, but I'd like to go and get through with that today.